Welcome students to the first video lecture of chapter 15 Air. The subtopic which we are going to cover are air, atmosphere, composition of air, presence of air in water and soil, balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in nature and the uses of air. So students, living things cannot survive without air. One can live without food and water for few days, but it is difficult to live without air. We cannot see or smell air, but we can feel its presence when it starts moving. So moving air is called the wind. How can we feel its presence? If we take a pinwheel or firki and move it through and back, the blades of the pinwheel starts rotating or moving. This shows the presence of wind or breeze around us. Nowadays, it is hot. To get rid of the hotness, we switch on the fan, and as we switch on the fan, we feel cold breeze. This shows that air is present all around us. Now, a thick blanket of air around the earth is called the atmosphere, and it extends to several kilometers above the earth's surface. Now the compositions of air. Earlier people thought that air was just one substance, but later French scientist Lavoisier proved that air is a mixture of many gases. The major component of air are nitrogen, which occupies maximum of 78% in the atmosphere. The second important one is the oxygen, which is about 21% in the atmosphere. The amount of oxygen decreases with height. That's why a mountaineer climbing a high mountain or a diver going into the deep sea uses oxygen cylinders. Now the remaining 1% consists of carbon dioxide, which is very small quantity, about 0.03%, and it is also very important component of the air. Plant uses carbon dioxide during the process of photosynthesis. Burning of materials also releases carbon dioxide. Other than carbon dioxide, few other gases which were noble gases like argon are present in the atmosphere also. Other than all these gases, atmosphere or air also contains water vapor, and the amount of water vapor present in air is also called humidity. Now air also contains dust particles and smoke. The amount of the dust particles vary in air from time to time and place to place. For example, if heavy wind blows, the amount of dust particles increases in the air. Similarly, if we are going to a sandy region, in those regions the amount of dust in the air is higher. Now the presence of air in water. Aquatic flora and fauna breathe oxygen dissolved in water. Plants that float on water or plants that are submerged in the water, they also take in air for respiration by their body surface by the process of diffusion. Similarly, the animals that live inside the soil like earthworms and plant roots get oxygen for breathing from the air present between the soil particles. So, air is also present in the soil. Now, the amount of gases mostly remains unchanged and balanced. Now, the question arises, how this balance maintained? We can easily understood it by this picture. Animals inhale oxygen from the air and exhale carbon dioxide that goes into the air. Plants also uses oxygen for respiration and release out carbon dioxide. Now plants uses huge amount of carbon dioxide from the air and give out oxygen in return. But the oxygen released during photosynthesis is more than the oxygen used in respiration. Again, the burning of fuels also uses oxygen from the air and gives out carbon dioxide. So in this way, plants and animals help in maintaining the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the nature. This also shows the interdependence of plant and animal in nature. Now we will move on to the uses of air. Air is useful to us in many ways. Firstly, all the organisms, living organisms, they use oxygen for respiration. Secondly, oxygen is necessary for burning of the fuels. Compressed air also used for inflating tires, balloons, footballs, etc. Moving air, that means wind, help yachts, that means sailing boats, parachutes and gliders to move. Moving air is used to turn the blades of the windmill, and windmill is used to draw water from tube wells, run flour mills, and they also used to generate electricity. Wind help in the dispersal of seeds, and it also help in pollination. You definitely have seen cotton seeds which have very minute hairs, and it can freely move with air from one place to another place. Now air also plays very important role in water cycle, as the moving air, that means wind, increases the evaporation, thus it also help in maintaining the water cycle. I hope student you have understood all the related topics of this chapter. Now in the next video we will do some practical activity to prove all these important characteristics of the air. Till then, stay safe and healthy. Thank you.